Okay, so it's been, 24 hours? About 24 hours since the news that Canada Soccer had canceled the friendly with Iran. Now, a lot of people have talked about it already. I didn't want to. I actually recorded something yesterday and I didn't post it. Just kind of wanted to calm down a little bit and talk. But we're 24 hours away because I know there's the initial shock of like the what are we doing this match, like on wherever you were looking. For me, I was seeing two streams of conversation. The first stream was, this is good that we're canceling this because of what's happened with the political relations between Iran and Canada. Putting was shot down. Families, many Canadians, Iranian Canadians perished there. So it felt like a bit of a slap to do that to them. So there's that group in that aspect were there. You have then the football side who are saying, well, we don't have a friendly anymore. And now you're almost mixing politics to a degree with the pitch. And now what does that mean? What are the ramifications? Is FIFA going to appreciate that? There will more than likely be a fine. There's no doubt about that, I think. Now, if FIFA doesn't want to waive that, that'd be interesting. But we'll see what happens. But after 24 hours, and again, these are just my thoughts here. I could try to go into detail and research things, but after 24 hours of thinking, I've kind of been saying this, and I'm still kind of in the same spot. CSA, Canada Soccer Association, RFA, what are you doing? What are you doing? We had an opportunity to put down 2 friendlies in this window. We chose one, and now we have none. That is very disappointing. Because I think when we look at this, and I say this a lot, and then people have different versions of saying, like, you can't take something out of a person, right? You can take a man out of the jungle, but you can't take a jungle out of a man, whatever. I always like to put it this way. If a terrible chef gets put in a 5-star kitchen, he doesn't all of a sudden, or they don't all of a sudden become a 5-star chef. Man, if you look at this, and if you look at this within the scope of this moment, it's like, bad call. What are you doing? But then if you look at this in the scope of the last 3 years, I mean, whether it's their fault or not, let's look about this. We had the camp in 2020 that was canceled. We have the camp in 2022 that was canceled. We have this that's canceled. The CSA does not look good. And, as much as on the pitch, they are making a lot of great strides forward. It just feels like the admin isn't really at that level. I mean, and that's just on the men's side. We're not talking about the controversies on the women's side with coaches and allegations of abuse that are being put aside. Like, and again, we're not trying to make this more than more, but look, if you look outside, if you just try to widen the scope here, CSA, man, what are we doing? There's a lot of things we have questions that we haven't had good answers for. And maybe this is like hopefully, this becomes the straw that breaks the camel's back, because, like, there are so many things that you're just like, wait a minute. Yes, you can blame the camps on outbreaks in COVID. Yes, there's no doubt. Those things happen. But what about looking at, say, like on the women's side, where we're waiting till what? The last minute to hear about matches? Like, be better, guys. Like, this isn't a, support the women's program, because we should have been the statement. I don't have to be on this hill being like, yeah, we need to be doing more of this. We should be doing more of this. But then now the question is just like, what are we doing over it? And I'm looking at the admin, it's like, should I be surprised though? Should I be surprised? Canada Soccer had an opportunity to get 2 friendlies in. They were looking good. And I think I was watching Josh Freitz and Peter Galindo on JDTV, and it's true. The goodwill that you had built with the program and the fans, man. You spent what? 2 years from the beginning of qualifications to the women's winning gold to the Gold Cup run, top of the table for World Cup qualifiers. In one fell swoop, our trust in you is now questioned. Man, CSA, you gotta be better than this. You have to be better. I hope you, quote unquote, learn, but it's just like, be better, guys. That's all I can say about that. Be better. Because this could have been avoided. Yes, and the hindsight is always 2020. There's no doubt about that. It's easy to look back and say, like, well, you could have picked any other things. I'm not in those negotiating rooms, so I can't say what was happening, what was offering, what was happening, what was not. However, at the end of the day, CSA, man, I'm looking at you. You've got to be better than this, because we're at such a critical point in the program that, man, be better for your national program. All the teams, be better. Be better on how we're planning. Be better on how we're promoting. Be better on how we are communicating. Because, like, we can't continue to have things like this. Yeah. Anyways, it's a Friday. Just got my haircut. The CSA, be better, man. Just be better.